Hey everyone, we just wanted to start this episode off with a little warning. As you will probably have noticed, there is a little E next to it, which means this episode is quite explicit.
As to preserve the content that we've created this episode, we have not bleeped anything. There are a few bleeps where, for good reason, we cannot name drop or talk about illegal topics, but apart from that, the F-bombs and any other swear word is kept in.
And there is a part of this episode where we play a game involving adult entertainment categories.
Otherwise known as porn.
Yes, otherwise known as porn. And Zac will put timestamps in the description where that's going to be if you don't want to listen to it.
Something else that should be noted, in case you haven't noticed from this episode's title, we have got Gus and Zac from Gus and Zac's Handyman Services on the episode. We are happy with you guys listening from whatever episode you'd like to listen from. This one, you probably need to listen to episode 2 to understand the reference on who Gus and Zac are.
Yes, but the point is they're very significant to the show and we're very excited to have them as our very first guests. So with that, we hope you enjoy the episode.
This is Zac and Gus, the podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Zac and Gus and Zac show.
We're joined by Zac, half of Gus and Zac from Gus and Zac's Handyman Services. Zac, how are you going?
Oh, hey boys, what's going on?
Would we be right in thinking, Zac, that Gus may have a chance of joining us later on in this call?
Oh, we hope so. He's a bit busy at the moment. He thinks he's a fucking genius and he's gonna get HDs in uni, but apparently that's more important.
Imagine thinking uni was more important than a tiny podcast from Melbourne.
Recorded by a high school dropout and a non-high school dropout as well, so I guess that evens it out.
I mean, I'm not doing too well in high school, so I might as well be better off dropping out.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why I dropped out, because I was like, why be here if I'm not gonna do well?
How about you, Zac? How did you go with your schooling career?
Oh, well, I actually went to like a selective high school in
So a smart
Wollongong.
people's one?
So, a smart people's one?
Yeah.
Oh, so we all have a similarity here.
So we were all in a smart school.
Yeah.
And what happened? What the fuck happened to all of us?
Something really bad happened.
Sounds like
Really
you
bad
two have gone
happened.
down a bit hill.
Or one more than the other.
Yeah. Depends what Gus is doing. If he's just smoking ciggies, then
Hey, I've cut down a lot in recent time.
Yeah, Angus was 10 times worse.
Words.
typical Melbourne
Yeah, I was,
bloke, eh?
Flashback like a year, or no, probably a bit more than a year, and I was doing pretty bad. Not gonna go into
Angus
any
was a
specific
different human.
details because I don't feel like this podcast is the place for that. But yeah.
So it should be noted for anyone that's super confused, you need to go back to episode 2, where we discussed the fact that we have an enemy, and that enemy being Gus and Zac's Handyman Service. They appeared third in our Google search feed when you search Zac and Gus, therefore they're taking places that we could be, therefore they are our enemies.
And how nice Zac was to join us after specifically being referred to on the show. Like, first off, just as our enemy. How did that make you feel, Zac, when you first heard that?
Oh, I was like, this is a bit rough. And then, because I didn't obviously listen to the podcast live, I went and watched it afterwards.
Well, that's how podcasts are, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it sounded like you did them live or something. I don't know how
Some
podcasts
podcasts
work.
are like,
And some podcasts are like, Joe Rogan does his podcast live, so that's fair.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe one day we'll do a live podcast if we have any good production value whatsoever.
Zac, you also mentioned you'd never listened to a podcast before, so that's understandable to be confused, thinking that we may have been live.
Yeah, I am uncultured, so don't really listen to podcasts.
I mean, I'm just amazed that from the point of view of never having listened to a podcast that you were even willing to listen to ours, because I feel like a lot of people hear that we've made a podcast and they're just like, yeah, cool, good for you, but fuck that.
Most people go, it's going to be shit, and you've gone, oh, this boys, they're mine. I'm listening.
Yeah, I've actually been seeing a lot of memes, you know, due to like the coronavirus and that, you know, all this fucking staying inside, you know, all the memes about, boys, let's just start a podcast. And maybe this is my calling to now be a guest on Zac and Gus.
Well, yeah, we're definitely happy to have you on as many times as possible whenever we need something to spice up our podcast feed.
Well, we'll see how this goes, but could be keen.
Should be addressed though. Where's Gus?
I don't know. I do not know. That man has gone walkabout and I just can't.
I mean, look, even from this perspective, like, yeah, Gus hasn't delivered at this point, but Zac, you're going above and beyond, so thank you.
Yeah, Zac, you're definitely carrying the team here.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out I'm the only one with video right now, so you guys can see me, but I cannot see you, so this is like stranger danger for me.
And for everyone who's obviously listening with audio, Zac has a killer mo.
Oh, he does. And we'll probably put a photo... Will we put a photo up on our Instagram or something like that? I mean, there's no way for them to see what we're seeing right now, and it is glorious.
I reckon do a pose for our Instagram.
Could be on.
No, like pose now and I'll screenshot it and...
Oh, pose?
Yeah, pose.
Oh, I don't really want the Star Wars posters in the background. That's a bit lame, but...
Got something embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, we had a hot chick there, but... Oh, Padme's pretty hot.
Okay, we'll edit a hot chick behind you.
Oh, I can do... No, wait. No, Zoom, you can... How do you figure out how to do the background?
Oh, that virtual background shit.
Oh, wait, you could put a background behind you?
Oh, I'm going to put... Here we go, boys. All right.
This is going to be great.
How do I... I'm so bad with technology, but...
Press the plus and choose something from your camera roll.
Oh.
For everyone listening who's really confused about what's going on right now, Zac, not my Zac, other Zac is trying to put... I assume a hot chick in a bikini behind him.
I'm going to put a video.
Oh, thanks for ruining our internet connection even more.
I don't know if I have a hot chick saved on here. Who has hot photos on their,
You've got Google. Surely you know how Google works.
Oh, I have to download smart virtual background package. This is not fun. This is not as hype as I thought it would be. Oh, I got a porn video behind me, boys.
It should be asked, why on earth do you have that saved?
Well, you know, sometimes...
Oh, fuck. So, I mean, I guess this is the explicit episode. It doesn't matter. Pretty much, Zac has just put a fucking Brazzers video behind him of this blonde chick
Let it be
just
pointed
getting
out,
fucking
not me.
doggy-styled on a bed. So, thank you so much. I mean...
No worries, boys. Well, should I change it? It was a bit distracting.
Yeah, you should probably... You can turn it off now.
Yeah, this has taken a new level of...
Not gonna lie, I haven't actually seen this one. This is just in my folder. But definitely gonna watch it after this. Fuck.
Oh, God.
Some Powerade. There we go. That's good.
There we go. Well, thanks for the Powerade.
I'm really impressed with it, just how well fucking Zoom's auto green screen thing actually works.
And it's... like, that video streamed really well.
Yeah. Yeah, how did that not fuck up all of our internets?
But after we've watched that video, I think, Angus, we were probably going to ask some questions first, but I think it's perfect to segue into this.
Ooh, adult entertainment category or not.
Naughty.
So, anyone who's listening to the podcast, if you've never listened to a radio show, you're going to be confused. But we are playing adult entertainment category or not. So this was a staple on the radio show.
It's a game that I specifically promised to Zac not to bring back in our podcast, but now he's flipped sides and is like, we have to bring it back for this guest episode. So that's what's happening.
So I don't know how many Angus has, but I have 6 categories.
I went exactly off you. Yeah, I have 6 as well.
Perfect. And Zac from Gus and Zac has to guess whether they're real or not. If Zac gets it right, you'll hear. And if he gets it wrong, you'll hear.
We're now seeing Zac be very confused because he can't actually hear those noises because they haven't been edited in yet.
I was like, a bit confused there for a second, indeed.
Alright, Zac.
Yes.
I want you to tell me, is the adult entertainment category apple pie real or fake?
Oh, that's real for sure. It's gotta be, man, because...
You're correct.
Because you put your dick in there and apparently it feels like a pussy.
I've started getting so disturbed by the research that has to go into making this segment because I saw what those people were doing to those apple pies and I didn't like it, man.
What's also really hard is to find ones that don't exist. Like, you'd think that's hard, but it's 10 times harder.
Yeah, it really is. Finding something that someone hasn't put their dick in these days, I mean.
Zach, is the category bear real or fake?
Bear, like a grizzly bear.
That one.
I'm gonna go with fake.
That's wrong. Bear is a real category.
What does that involve?
It's pretty much like big, hairy, gay dudes.
I'm glad you know, Angus.
That's not what I imagined, eh? I was thinking like doggy style, but maybe like bear style or something. Like,
Yeah, no. No, it's very specifically like gay, like sort of sugar daddy, hairy, real hairy dudes.
I didn't go to the extent to watch the videos, so I don't actually know.
I take my research for this segment very seriously. Alright, Zach, I'll go on to my next one now then. Lasagna. Is that real or fake?
oh, I hope that's not real. So I'm gonna go with not real.
You are correct, and thank fucking God that you are too.
That'd be, yeah, that's a new level of disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, that's just because it's such a good food. There's so much good to associate with lasagna. You don't have to fuck it. Just accept that it tastes good and don't put your dick in it. And so far as a society, we seem to be doing pretty well at not having sex with lasagna, so I'm proud of us.
Yeah, the next one really questions society. Or maybe it doesn't, because maybe it's fake. Zach, you're 2 from 3. Is the category SpongeBob real or fake?
Oh, that's for sure real, man. That's for sure real.
You are correct. Unfortunately, there are SpongeBob videos.
I've seen it.
SpongeBob videos.
Well, like, no, like, I haven't seen it, but, like, I've seen an ad, you know, like the weird Family Guy ones where you got, like, the Peter and he's got that massive cock and he's smashing Lois, but I've seen one like that.
Oh, God.
Surely you guys have watched the video Sponge Knob Square Nuts.
Angus, unfortunately, you showed me that.
Of course I did. I'm not surprised at all. The next one, and this isn't going to make sense until I read out the one after this. You're probably just going to be like, what the fuck? But, bank withdrawal.
Nah, that's fake. That doesn't even sound very saucy.
Yeah, you're completely correct. You're completely correct.
Oh, fuck. I'm a bit too good at this, I think. It's a bit scary.
4 from 5, actually. Good work.
I'm glad you're keeping track, Zach, because I'm really not.
Another cartoon based. Daffy Duck.
Oh, no. No.
Fuck. Honestly, I'm 50-50 on this one.
I've seen Zach's, like, selections, and I don't remember if this one was real, but I hope it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Correct. It is fake.
Oh, thank fucking Lord.
I don't even want to think about that.
5 from 6. Good work.
So, my next one is ATM.
Well, that could stand for at the moment, which,
Wouldn't make too much sense.
yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I'm just thinking about Breaking Bad when that chick squishes that dude's head with an ATM. But
Don't want to rush you, Zach, but have we got an answer?
I'm gonna go yes, just because the bank one wasn't real.
You're correct. And, yeah, I did make it sort of obvious with that. But ATM stands for, well, I'll just explain the whole thing to you. Why not? We're doing the explicit episode. Might as well go into explicit detail.
Oh, no.
ATM porn is when you insert something into the arse, take it out, and then proceed to put it in the mouth.
Oh. That happens quite a lot, though, because, like, don't they all get their bums clean and they're like, I want to taste my ass? Not that nah.
That is going to be the best sound grab this podcast will ever grab.
I just realised that's going to be heard by everyone.
Oh, that's so good. We'll replay it right here.
I want to taste my ass.
Okay, Zach, this is for the win.
Oh, yeah. Do I get a prize?
I mean, we don't really have prizes to give away.
Oh, free flights to Melbourne in, like...
We don't have that money.
Alright, Zach, to fit this segment perfectly, and I'm not gonna say exactly when it will happen, but I will guarantee you that if you win, I will ship you a dildo.
Oh, that is a deal. That is a done deal, my friend.
Well, he's got 5 questions left, and all he has to do is get one of them, so the decider. Plant sex. Is it real or fake?
Plant
Is it real?
Plant, like a tree.
Animal sex is, but plant.
I'm glad you know that the animal part is. That's disgusting.
You know, I could see someone putting their dick in like a tree stump with a hole in it or something, so I'm gonna say yeah.
I mean, with all the vegans in the world, for sure.
Zach, you've won yourself a dildo. That is correct.
Oh, yes!
Whoa! I love that I decided that on a whim, and I sort of knew that it was gonna happen, and now I have to ship you a fucking dildo.
podcast come to?
See, it was all just a secret plot though, Zach, because I actually just want your address.
Oh,
We should definitely keep on going, because Angus and I have got 4 more to go. You are from 7 from 8.
Alright, my next category, Zach, is this real or fake? One shoe
fake. Oh, that's fake. What can you do with a shoe?
is real.
Ah, I've got the prize now, so I've lost my form.
I don't know why, out of all of the fucked shit I've seen making this segment, this one just blew my mind away. I was like, in what world is it sexually attractive for a person just to not have one of something that they usually have 2 of?
Yeah, what does it entail? I don't get what you do with one shoe.
It's just porn of people who only have one shoe on.
Oh,
That's all it is.
sometimes you'd be fucking so hard that one shoe comes off. Does that automatically mean...
That's the kind of thing that would like top the charts in the one shoe porn section.
Really gets those type of people off. We're taking a bit of an international turn for number 10. You're on 7 from 9. Sombrero. Fake or real?
I'm gonna say yes.
Zach, you really have lost your form. Incorrect. It's fake.
Fuck. Shit. These are getting too obscure for me. They're not things I generally watch. You know, Bear and ATM. I watch that, you know, all the time. But
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't really blame you for losing form, because at this point you've won the dildo. It doesn't really matter.
There's no point. Yeah, you could hang up the call right now. Why are you here?
You could hang up right now and you would still receive a beautiful dildo in the mail.
it's for the pride, you know. It's for the title.
Yeah, the glory point.
P's don't get degrees. I need to get a credit.
Yeah, that's right. You need that high distinction.
Alright. One sock.
Nah, fake.
Yeah, you're right. And I would assume that you assume that just from the fact that I put one shoe in there. There wouldn't also be one sock.
One, yeah. Deductive reasoning.
Last one to finish us. Coronavirus. Fake or real?
Oh, real for sure. Seeing like the hashtags and shit everywhere, because it's just like people isolated and fucking and nurses and shit.
My man, you know what's happening. That's real.
You think I haven't been all up in that Pornhub premium free subscription?
Yeah, no shit, me too, my man, me too. I just want to say one thing, that during the research for this segment that I did earlier today, I encountered a category of adult entertainment that made me never want to do this again. I'm just going to do a name drop right now. We might cut this out. Bleep, 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 bleep. Don't look it up if you're listening. Do not look it up.
What?
Bleep.
Forget now.
I don't even feel like I can describe what this is on the show, because there's explicit and then there's illegal.
You're probably on ASIO's watch list now, aren't you?
Yeah, no shit.
And now we're publicly releasing it to the public.
You're definitely going prison.
Well, that's good to know.
Well, that was the game. Congratulations, Zach. You have won.
What was my score? 9 out of 12, I think?
9 out of 12, yep.
Oh, it's not too bad.
That's pretty fucking solid. Zach, I'll collect all your personal information after this so I can post you a dildo.
Oh, thank you very much. You're kind, sir.
The first guest on the show has won himself the first prize given out.
I mean, technically, yeah, the first prize given out, not the first prize announced.
No.
Episode 3 has a prize, Zach. The Macca's meal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, right. My bad. I was thinking a prize for the listeners.
Oh, no. But Zach's not a listener.
Zach
Zach is an esteemed guest.
That is true.
I'm also a listener.
You're also our best guest, so...
Listener and an esteemed guest. And that's what happens to our esteemed listeners. If you are an esteemed listener of this show, there's always the chance that you could become an esteemed guest.
Have you found the French guy yet?
No.
The French guy, actually, everyone listening will know what happens with the French guy, but French guy comes out in episode 3. Unfortunately, he's a robot.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, so, because we're doing this before it's Saturday, just for everyone who knows, eh?
Yeah.
That comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's weird. We're not usually in this situation where we're recording the next episode the day before the previous episode comes out, yeah.
But better listen tomorrow night and see what happens with the French dude. That had me.
Or 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Or, for anyone that's listening late, 6 a.m. any Sunday morning. There's a podcast coming out next Sunday morning.
There is. It's guaranteed. There's no way that at any point in history we could have decided to stop making this podcast. It will never happen.
And if we do decide to stop...
So you guys reckon this is going to be every Sunday?
Yeah, and we've even signed you and Gus on in case we die. You guys are already our replacement hosts.
That is true. I do remember that.
So we'll have to organise in our wills to give you the password to our podcast accounts.
All right. Zach, do you want to go into things we hate now?
Wait, do we want to ask Zach some questions first? Or...
Okay, you're going to have to send me my half.
That's why he dropped out of school.
Hey, I swear I came up with a fair amount of these very limited amount of questions. I can't even say a fair amount because we came up with such a small amount of questions.
We came up with 5.
Nah, short and succinct. That's good. Anyway.
I mean, when we wrote these questions, Zach, we were judging them all based on your Facebook page, and that was all we had to, question.
Oh, you're not gonna like when I heard you guys talking about our own Facebook page, I was like, fuck, we are hilarious, aren't we?
You guys are hilarious. And you know what? We'll start off with what inspired you to create the Facebook page, Gus and Zac's handyman service.
Well, that was actually Gus's idea. We're both in Sydney, and I was at my grandma's.
At your grandma's?
Yeah, so I was at my grandma's, and she wanted some people to come paint, it wasn't very much, but it was just some awnings and stuff, and they quoted a $3,000, crazy Sydney prices, and it would have been a pretty quick job. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll do it.
Oh, so you've actually done work?
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll do it, don't worry about the $3,000, I'll paint it, and then... I can't really remember exactly why, but I was like, oh, hey, Angus, you live in Sydney, because he goes to uni, in the middle of the city. So I was like, yeah, come over and help me, paint my grandma's house.
Aww.
So we came over, we started painting the house, and, my grandma is Greek, so she needs everything done perfectly.
Yeah, I do understand that. So
we started getting the shits, because she was wanting the $3,000 job, and I'm like, I'm doing it for $200. You're gonna get the $200 job. You know what I'm saying?
God.
She wanted everything perfect, clean. She was like, "Don't worry, you come back in a few weeks and do another week's work." I'm like, "I'm only here for 3 days. I'm doing 3 days work, and then I'm done. I'm doing you a favor." Yeah, and then we kind of just getting the shits, playing some music. We put Old Town Road on repeat for fucking 5 hours.
Fucking oath! Yeah. That's our show. That was our radio show's anthem back in the day.
At the start of every radio show, we do play Old Town Road as our anthem.
Man, we have so much in common. It's you're the Melbourne Victorian version.
Yeah, you guys are our mirror.
And then I don't know. He just was like, let's make a Facebook page.
Perfect.
And we have 30 followers because I was low key kind of embarrassed. I was like, I don't really want to invite all my mates to this autistic page. We just invited the 30 people that we knew would find it funny.
It definitely is funny.
And then we posted probably 4 times.
Yeah, and Angus, do you want to get to the question regarding one of those posts?
Now, Zach, have you had any feuds with Jim in the past?
Oh, well, there's another story to that because I also actually kind of did my own mowing service that was kind of legit. And so, Jim and I, we did have a couple bust ups here and there, but just, I own Jim now.
I would like to say your facial hair is 10 times better than Jim could ever get.
Yeah, I saw him in person, he's just bald everywhere. He's got no hair.
Yeah, I have seen a photo of him and he doesn't look anything like the logo.
I've never seen a photo of the actual Jim. I'm so intrigued now. I need to see this.
You haven't? Oh, bro. Jim is not Jim. Jim is more Jim than Jim.
Can we post a side-by-side of you and Jim on our Instagram?
Oh, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Jeez, there's just going to be so many Zac related. His face is going to appear more times than our face has appeared.
Yeah. When you got a mean mo like this,
That is true. You do have quite the mo.
it's actually not that great, to be honest.
It looks great in the camera, I'll tell you that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One of the posts on your Facebook account that quite grabbed our attention, Gus promised to shelve some grapes.
Yeah, I can confirm he has not completed that, but maybe if we get down to Melbourne, we can do a video.
A live shelving.
Live show where we show Gus shelving the grapes. And then we can
have this
we can blur it out on YouTube, but then have it as exclusive Patreon content, the uncensored version.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Surprised you don't know that name off by heart, Zac.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really pay. I'm not that type of guy.
Alright, this is our final question, Zac. And this might be... I mean, I'm sure this is a collective number between the two of you, but how many wives have you and Gus ploughed?
Oh, bro, you message Harry
Bleep.
and just ask him, like, we have ploughed his wife so many times.
Wow.
Like, he is our main customer. He always books... I think I go back to appointments. I was trying to find the messages that you sent. I went through appointments, and I have 8 missed appointments.
Do you reckon Harry McBleep could be a future guest on the show?
Oh, I reckon he definitely could.
Do we need to interview him and his wife and ask how they're coping?
Yes, I reckon that definitely could be on. He
And-
loves the ploughing, by the way. It's top notch, 5 stars.
Alright, well, that was all the questions we had for you, because we're so prepared.
I actually have one more timely question.
You have another question? You're keeping questions secret from me, are you, Zac?
Well, I just remembered it just then. Has coronavirus impacted your business? Are you still ploughing wives and painting walls?
You know, we have had a few people that are a bit worried about the Rona. When the biddies are horny, and nothing can stop that. So we still be ploughing as usual. We're applying for Job Seeker because we are down 25%.
Well, that's good to see that you guys are milking the money of the government.
For sure. Like, fucking, I'm not going to turn down $750 a week.
Oh, well, mate. Just from my perspective, from someone who's been milking the government for the past couple of years, go for it. Go for your absolute life.
I didn't even have to, no, I just knew that you'd do that. Like,
Yeah, it is pretty obvious.
Well, I'm not scamming them or anything. I'm genuinely like the person who is supposed to be receiving their payments. So this episode just comes out and I get done for welfare fraud.
mate, the government's listening.
Centrelink comes knocking on the door.
Okay, this is exclusive information, but Centrelink last year did fly in an investigator from Tasmania just to investigate whether I was eligible for my payment or not.
Shit.
The fuck? Why Tasmania?
I don't know. To this day, it confuses me. The amount of money they would have had to put into that would have just been more than they could have ever lost from me. Not that I'm scamming the system. I would like to state very explicitly, I am not rigging the system in any way.
I think I can answer the Tasmania question. It's because Tasmania is the only state that is shitter than Victoria.
Oh, you can piss off.
The only reason that could be a statement of fact is because we have territories, so they don't count in that equation.
I would like to argue South Australia doesn't have much running for it.
Oh, fuck South Australia.
Adelaide's lovely.
You've heard that Adelaide's lovely.
Yeah.
You've heard it. What terrible things have you heard about Melbourne?
Yeah, what's so bad about Victoria?
Oh, I don't know. Fergie's from Victoria, isn't it?
Yeah, but we can't control what comes from our state. We're also the home of VB, which I would like to say, very underrated beer.
Is average.
Hey, at least we aren't the home of Forex Gold.
That is true. That is very true. Like, my most hated beer does come from Queensland.
Yeah, no shit.
And second is from Victoria.
It's because it's too hot up there. They can't concentrate on making the brews good.
Alright, let's make them water, because that's all they drink, because they just drink that instead of water.
Another cross-state rivalry that our show hasn't seen yet, but Angus and I have recorded, Savoys versus Jats.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Oh, fuck.
What are Savoys?
Oh.
Savoys are our Jats, except they're saltier and not sweet.
See, it confuses me so much because there are so many similarities between Australian states, but then when it comes to the crackers that we eat, it's just entirely different. Yeah, no.
They're the same.
The font is the same, the way the crackers look is the same, the only difference is how they actually taste.
How is that even a thing? Why is that even a thing?
I don't know. I guess it's because New South Wales and Victoria have different tastes in crackers, but I just want to say our tastes are better.
Well, we'll have to find out when I come down.
Yeah, when you come down, we will definitely test you.
Yes, we have to have a Zac and Gus and Gus and Zac investigation on which cracker is better.
I'm very down for that. Maybe we can do a few things, like compare the beers, compare the football teams,
I'm down for a lot of that. I mean, me and Zac already have something that we've started called the Great Australian Cracker Off.
And we are in the middle of comparing crackers.
But the thing is, for that, we started filming that in September last year, but they don't sell Jats here, so we couldn't include Jats because we couldn't buy them.
We did go looking, but we couldn't find them.
You have to order them off Woolies from New South Wales or something. Or I will send you Jats.
Yes, that's perfect. Send us Jats.
Yes.
Easy.
You send us a pack of Jats, I'll send you a pack of Savoys.
And
Done.
the other
And a
thing
deal.
we promised.
Done deal.
Zac, Angus and I have a game that it's not really a game, more a segment, and it's called This.
Whoa, the things we hate. Whoa, yeah, we hate them all.
So, for those listeners, again, this is another radio show game that we've played, and it hasn't made it to the podcast yet. But the things we hate, Angus, Zac, and I are all just going to reel off things that we hate. They're not massive things, they're just small things, and by God, we hate them. I'll start us off. The Instagram challenges. Have you seen them, Zac? I know Angus hasn't seen them, but Zac, have you seen them in your Instagram feed?
Yeah, the Gus and I are actually a bit of a sucker for them because if we get nominated, I always feel like I have to do it. I don't want to be that Jack person who just doesn't do it.
No, that's 100% my attitude. I'll never do them.
I sculled the beer. And I got, that record one that's going around at the moment?
Yeah.
I was seeing it all day yesterday and I was like, this is so shit. I don't give a fuck what your 4 albums are.
Me too. So fucking annoying.
But then my mate tagged me in it and I was like, fucking hell,
Please tell me you didn't succumb to it and you didn't do it.
I came to it. I didn't nominate anyone else though. I just was like, oh fuck it, I have to do it. And I feel like my music taste is very different. So everyone's putting their indie Melbourne shit on, and occasionally some of them were funny. When I saw 4 Teo Cruz Dynamite.
Oh, that's a fucking banger.
That's good, but people that put there Chet Faker and shit, I don't give a fuck. But I did succumb to it, and I did actually put one up, but I didn't nominate anyone.
I will say, this is such a ridiculously foreign thing to me because you guys are both going on about how much you hate it with people putting this shit up. I just don't know the kind of people who do Instagram challenges. I'm not friends with those sort of people, so I haven't seen any of this.
Look, I don't want to stereotype, but it is definitely the chicks.
Yeah, my Instagram is a bit of a sausage party, not gonna lie, but I mean...
That's the way it should be.
I guess I'll launch into my first one now then. I was really picking at straws here. I should have prepared this a whole lot earlier than I did, but I didn't, so I was just kind of rushing to at least get a few things down. Zac, the ice cream truck that goes past my fucking house.
Oh, come on, that's a positive thing.
We've already brought it up on the show, and yeah, I sound like an asshole dissing on a fucking ice cream truck, but it interrupts my day. You don't even understand how much of a gap it puts in my day the moment I hear that that fucking just because I hear it and then I'm like, okay, I have to stop everything I'm doing until it's gone. It goes for a solid 5 minutes because it's so fucking loud. You can hear it from a fucking mile away. I just hate ice cream trucks. I sound like the fucking Grinch, but I'm sorry, I hate ice cream trucks.
You're a party pooper.
Sounds like you hate life.
I don't. I love cigarettes.
I'm about to say, that's probably why you smoke so many cigarettes, so you can end your life faster.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Oh, fuck. I want to say, just in case anyone takes this the wrong way, for the listeners of the podcast, I am not a smoker. I smoke very occasionally when I'm drinking. That is it. I'm not Brian, is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Zac, do you have anything that you hate?
Cardboard cut. Like, you think a paper cut's bad until you've had a cardboard cut.
A cardboard cut?
How does that happen?
Bro, it is the worst thing. You know how much, like, when a paper cut stings, like, 'cause it's so small, but, it stings like hell?
Yeah.
The same as that, but since it's cardboard, it's, like, thicker, so it's, like, a thicker cut, and it stings like hell. And,
Guys, you won't believe who's just joined the call.
No way.
Yes, Way.
Oh my god, it's Gus! It's Gus!
We have Zac, Gus and Zac.
It's the Zac and Gus and Zac show!
How are we, Gus and Zac? Doing well, mate?
Hey, what's going on? This was actually what I was hoping for. Like, you would show up halfway through, and now I've got the whole crew here.
So, Angus from Sydney, we are halfway through a game called The Things We Hate, where we're just reeling off shit that we hate.
Fair enough. What do you hate?
I don't know if you boys have it. Snapchat. It doesn't have a dark mode, and that pisses me off so much.
The thing I hate dark mode. I like the little illumination in the night.
But what if you're trying to use the app at night?
Yeah, because when it gets to the point where you're trying to go to sleep, and you're like, oh, I just want to be on for a few more minutes, like, that not having dark mode, it just rapes your eyes, and then it means you can't get to sleep properly when you actually want to sleep.
You boys never heard of swiping up the control center and putting the brightness down?
Yeah, no, there's that, but if it's shining white light, even if it's on the lowest brightness, it's still going to be harder on your eyes than if it was dark.
I just think there's something beautiful about the nightly alone in your bed with the illumination of Snapchat shining on your pasty body.
Yeah, aesthetically maybe, but functionally no.
That is true. It does hurt the eyesight. I will not deny that. But sometimes to get the reward, you must take a bit of punishment.
Yeah, fair enough.
I do get where you're coming from.
But that doesn't... Look, yeah, sure, have that there for people who want to kill their eyesight, but I feel like there should be an option there for those who don't.
And with every other app having a dark mode, it's time for Facebook and Snapchat to step up their game.
That is true. I'm surprised Facebook aren't the leaders in this industry, to be honest. YouTube does it. It's something great for my YouTube sessions. But Facebook, yeah, that's a pain, mate. You don't want to scroll down that newsfeed with the brightness of the white screens in your face. It doesn't do wonders at 3 a.m.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
I took this one very specifically from a situation that I saw. So if I was just bringing this up, it wouldn't make sense because I saw one person do this and it just filled me with rage. I was on my way to work and I was in a public toilet. Someone came out of a cubicle, so aka they'd just taken a shit, and they just walked out without washing their fucking hands. And usually, in general circumstances, that would piss me off. But right now, it did more than piss me off. I wanted to chase that cunt down and slit their fucking throat.
So describe the situation. Where were you? What sort of public restroom was this?
It was a shopping centre toilet. But it wasn't like a big shopping centre. It was like mainly just a Woolies and a few other stores.
So not more of a Stocklands vibe than a Westfield vibe.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if you're at a shopping centre, you're touching the products. That's disgusting. Like if you go to grab a thing of juice, you're touching the juice next to you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't give a shit about that person's personal hygiene, but the fact that they are going around in public touching stuff with their dirty shit hands, that's what pisses me off.
Because, you're not using a public toilet if you need to piss. You're using a public toilet if you need to shit.
Yeah, if you're a guy, because if you need to piss, you just hold it or go behind a tree.
Or you just do it in the Macca's cup in your car.
That is disgusting.
Less disgusting than not washing your fucking hands in the public toilet, though.
That is true, mate. If the dick doesn't touch your hands, you don't need to wash it.
I do avoid washing my hands because I purposely don't let my hands touch my dick. Like when I'm so drunk, I just pull my pants down and just let it flop.
But the thing is, I wouldn't be that pissed off if someone just left the toilet after taking a piss with... Like, it was because they took a shit. There is no way to hygienically wipe your ass and not wash your hands
That is
afterwards.
true.
That is a good point.
You're always getting your hands dirty. But like Zach said, if you take a piss, no matter what you're doing, you can keep the toilet seat up, you can go to the urinal, and pop your dick out and just put your hands on your hips.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no, that I 100% agree with, yeah.
No, I'm against that. That's still disgusting.
What? But you just flop it out. You're not even touching anything. You're touching your belt. You're touching your pockets. Do you not walk around the mall when you put your hands in your pockets?
Yes, but I feel like for society to see you as normal, you have to wash the hands. Like you're not washing them hygienically.
Yeah, no, but Zach, this isn't about how society sees you. We're looking at hard facts here, and the hard facts are you can do that and still be hygienic, but if you don't wash your hands after wiping your ass, there is no way that was a hygienic thing that just occurred.
You make a good point.
A shit's always going to be dirty, and a dirty shit will always be a shit.
Do either of you Sydney boys have anything you hate that you want to bring up?
Big workout groups in the park, mate. If I want to be running laps, I don't want to have to dodge through all the workouts. I want to just be doing circles around the park, mate. I want to dodge little burpees, your push-ups, your sit-ups. That's what the middle of the park's for, mate. None of this stationary stuff, none of these push-ups, run 10 metres, sit-ups. Mate, that's for the middle of the field. I've been doing that a lot in my quarantine, going for my exercise, going to my local oval. I understand it's one of the freedoms we still have left, but if I'm having to stop my own run every 5 seconds when you can just easily be in the middle of the park, that really grinds my gears.
Wait, are people exercising in groups, even in the current situation?
Yeah, well think about it, mate. If you go to something like Centennial Park, it's gigantic. It's massive.
Yeah, good point.
2 people within 1.5 metres of each other is still 2 people. Maybe 1,000 of them, but if you stay to 2, you're still respecting the rules. Which I kind of don't really get still, but I mean, it's not against the law for now.
Down in Victoria, I haven't seen that, but I haven't been to many parks to work out because I do my run just around the residential area of my own house. So I haven't actually seen that happen. But yeah, I can agree that would be very fucking annoying.
Surprised you can right now after all the cigarettes you pumped.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Zach.
God, what is happening in the background of Angus's audio? Oh, there we go. He's muted himself.
That's his mum.
Aww.
His mum's in the middle.
Alright, guys, so, Gus has just disappeared. He's muted himself. Some shit's happening. But anyway, my third thing, after people who aren't washing their hands, is this is contentious because not everyone is experiencing it, and I feel like it's mainly just me. But I want to sprinkle a large, unhealthy amount of salt on my internet right now. It is fucked. And I blame the Liberals. I'm sorry, but I entirely blame the Liberals. I don't like to get political, especially not on a show that is not only mine, but is also Zach's. But fuck the Libs.
No, I completely agree. My shonky Wi-Fi was one of the things I hated because it's so horrible. I can't record in my room. I've got to come downstairs because the Wi-Fi is so shit.
Yeah.
But mate, that could be to do with the connection you have in your own house with your own router, rather than the internet itself.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but then to another certain extent, the internet in this entire country is absolute, like, not dog shit, but the best it can be is still, like, terrible in terms of international standards. We have worse internet than fucking Middle Eastern countries because of how the Liberal Party changed the plan for the NBN.
Yeah, because the Labour Party, I also don't want to get political, but they had such a good plan, and Liberals went and chucked that in the bin.
Alright, let's just get off the subject of politics.
2 Liberal voters right now.
Wait, are you boys Liberals?
Oh, I don't. You're pretty liberal, aren't you? Yeah.
More or less. I wouldn't really say I'm the type of
Yeah.
person who really shows his political strong fronts, but yeah, I would be voting for the Liberal Party. But back on the internet, though, I
Yeah.
found that very interesting. So take away from the politics side, why do you boys need high-speed internet? What porn are you watching on 4K HD?
It's not having high-speed internet, it's the fact that, especially in the midst of this crisis, the NBN here is supposed to deliver speeds in peak hours of like 45 megabits per second, but the simple fact is that it's not delivering that. It's delivering a lot lower, and half the time, I can't stream a fucking YouTube video. That's my point.
Sometimes I can't even send a Snapchat.
See, so I do that though, and I switch on to 4G, and I still have the same problem.
Yeah.
So I think
4G,
it's more
brother.
Snapchat rather than internet.
Nah, my 4G works fine.
I wouldn't be trying to... I'm not just trying to shit on the Liberal Party. I'm just saying that my internet is fucked, and there is a reason for that.
I've got one last thing. People that I don't know see, Zac and Angus, you guys are much older than us, but people that use the word simp.
Oh, I've been getting around that lately.
I hate the word so much.
See, I would not use it in a proper context, but if I was in a group chat with the boys, then I'm more than happy to chuck it out just being a dickhead.
That I agree with. No, that I 100%
Oh,
agree
no.
with. It's the people who are seriously saying shit like all of iDubbbz's fans who have turned on him. Like, actually, genuinely turned on him. That's what I hate. Shit like that. If you're just doing it for the meme, I don't give a fuck. But if you're taking it seriously, you need to go fucking die. Like,
You know what I find funny though about taking to the meme? It's things like you get in YOLO, where people just start to slowly like implement it into their everyday speech, and you don't know if someone's taking the piss or not. Like, do we just say, "Hey, you're a simp, mate"? But like, he's just having lunch with his girlfriend. He's not whipping back, like bending back. But do you just go, "Oh, you simp," like run off from the boys? Will that become that?
I feel like it will, because you look at like TikTok, that was frowned upon, and it's slowly becoming acceptable.
genuinely thinking of starting a TikTok for my YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna lie, I can sync to that side.
Oh, I made TikToks. You should definitely check them out.
Plug your TikTok on the podcast.
Benji the Bees. I don't know if you... Yeah, but fuck, it is good. It is good content.
Okie dokie.
There's no dancing. It's mainly just about beers and wanking.
Perfect, I love it.
Zac, do you have anything to bring up on the show apart from the the segments we've already done?
I have nothing else to bring, no.
Well, I have one more thing, guys, and I want everyone's opinion on this. Kim Jong-un, what do you think about the situation?
Dead. He's dead. He's definitely dead.
No, I think that's just been exaggerated by the US news. What, a US person in there saying Kim Jong-un's got now brain dead after surgery?
Well, it's not the US saying
How
that.
can we believe that? It's already a tight, closed country. How can we believe a fact like that?
I know.
Yeah, but if he wasn't dead, they'd be saying that he wasn't dead, and they'd be showing us that he's not dead.
Donald Trump has denied requests. Like, Donald Trump is saying that he's likely not dead. The South Korean government has challenged all the reports that he's in danger. But the interesting thing I found is that China has sent a team of, medical experts to go to North Korea and check on him. But I mean, let's say he was in grave danger. Obviously, North Korea wouldn't want that information out. If he was safe, surely they would get that out as quickly as possible.
That's what my thinking is, and they're better allies with China than they are South Korea. I reckon he's going soon.
I don't think he's necessarily going to die, but I reckon he is he's in some sort of bad situation.
The surgery did not go the way it should, and the implications of that mean he's ill, like most people. Like, after they do a knee surgery, the knee's still botched. That sort of scenario. Not like you just had knee surgery and now you have freaking knee cancer, bone cancer.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't think it's so serious like that, but I do believe that he is quite sick. Maybe not on the verge of death, but bedridden and still in hospital, yes. But if your world leader was sick like that, Donald Trump, or say Scott Morrison, then yeah, another country probably would send over their number one.
But I mean, the thing is, with it being
fair.
North Korea, it's such a weird thing because obviously if he's in a bad situation, they're not going to want the rest of the world to know about that. If Donald Trump was in a critical condition, we would know, but it's just that thing, the whole secretism thing makes it weird.
And their country really is dependent on him. Like, other countries could probably survive without their leader, but North Korea is different.
Well, I guess that's a dictatorship for you.
Alright, are we ready to wrap this show up, Zac?
I reckon we're ready to write this show off. Just special thanks to Gus and Zac. Thank you so much Zac, thank you very much for being keen from the start, and Gus, thank you for turning up eventually. It means a lot to us.
Alright guys, we will see you next week. We've been Zac and Gus and Gus and Zac, and this has been the Zac and Gus and Zac show. That's it for the Zac and Gus show this week. Thanks for tuning in.
You can catch up with us anytime by following us on Instagram at Zac and Gus, or contacting us via email, zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
Don't forget to press subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. And we'll see you next week. And we'll see you next week. And we'll see you next week.